internet. It is 10 o'clock in the morning. We're still in Henties Bay. Today we're going to head from Henties Bay along the dirt road up to Uys. It's only 115 kilometers, but it should take us most of the way. It's a very bad road. We're going to leave Kaboes here for the moment, and we're going to do some shopping first. Look at one or two places before we head off. Now here we are in the Omaruru River, which runs just north of Henties Bay into the sea. Quite a major river, and you can find videos on YouTube from when it's in flood. You can see the walls of the river is quite high. There on the other side you can see the one, and then also here in the river we find a lot of rocks, obviously man-made because they're of a squarey shape. I don't know what they are here for, but a lot of man-made rocks here in the middle of the river. As we head back towards the mouth of the river, you can see it's nice and wide, and as I said, when this river gets water, it gets a lot of water. Also on the road we find some of the tire markers that we talked about in that horse riding event we talked about in an earlier video, and the bridge over the river, which is the tar road from Swakopmund past Henties Bay. This is this community camp on the side of the river where people have built some houses, but also is a caravan park that is obviously utilized over the festive season. Towards the end of the river, we find a little oasis, water. We didn't taste if it's fresh or salt water, but yeah, it's just beautiful down here. And we take the road up back to Henties Bay, out of the Omaruru River all along the coast. Very, very beautiful. What a magical place to spend some time. We rijden één keer langs de stier om de stal te met binnenland te staan. So we've just left Henties Bay, and we just turned off from the road from Henties Bay to Uys. First part of it is tar because they're building this road as a tar road through the desert. Now remember I said the desert is about 170 kilometers wide. Now the road to Uys is about 160 kilometers, but apparently one of the worst roads that we can encounter. We'll see as we go along. we didn't get very far on the tar road before we hit the construction part. Now we're getting off here on the left-hand side of the road, which is made for the public. And then, it was immediately evident. This road is incredibly corrugated. Now, on the left-hand side of the road here is for the public, which either carries too much traffic or is not maintained that well. But compared to the roads we found on the southern side of Namibia, this was terrible. On the other side of the road is the service road for the construction vehicles, and there's a lot of graders on it all the time. The desert, however, is flat. It's beautiful, and as we approach the Brandberg, it doesn't open up there. You can see the Brandberg in the back. We are traveling through between the Brandberg and the Spitzkoppe on the other side of the road. And we're not going to go to one of them on this trip. On the way back, we'll go to Spitzkoppe. But we've been to Brandberg lots of times.
Neer iets vir die.
Dis 'n papier.
Dis gaan lees.
Alles aan hierdie kant van die, as ek soos ek nou staan, die bo die plateau is Iran. Jy kry nie regtig hierdie kant Amethyst, Helidor, Aquamarine, Tourmaline, niks is in hierdie kant nie, maar Iran. Alles aan hierdie kant, Spitzkoppe, Brandberg, daai kant toe, daar kry jy al jou Aquamarine, jou Helidor, jou Tourmaline, jou mooi klip.
Now we're here at this place, they're selling rocks here. I'll show you the rocks just now. There's nobody here, there's just a note here saying, "Dear customer, we've gone to Uis to find some water." Please help us with some money. Nobody here. Yeah. Obviously, there's lots of stalls like these. They got to compete with each other to sell these abundant quartz. And therefore, they build these figures like rhinos and lions and whatever. But let's just have a look at how these quartz are formed. These quartz, or these rocks, are the second most abundant minerals on the Earth's crust. They basically come in various amethyst, citrine, agate, or whatever other forms of crystalline they form. And it's basically a form of silicon dioxide that forms when the lava cooled down in igneous rocks in environments with geothermal waters. Now, as this magma cools down, the water turned into like ice crystals. The silicon dioxide will crystallize as it cools, the same way as ice forms. And slow cooling generally allows the crystals to grow larger, while fast cooling will make them grow smaller. The color of the amethyst, for instance, is mainly due to reaction with iron environment. So if it comes into contact with iron in the ground, the color is different. Now, the town of Uys is here quite close to the Brandberg. And basically, it all started here in 1922 with tin mining. And the Uys Tin Mining Company was established in 1951, which led to the establishment of the town in 1958, where they not only pursued the tin, but also the quartz in the area, as we've already seen. Basically, the town is quite small, nothing going on here too much these days, except the tin mine and the white dune that you can see on the video. And yeah, the main attraction nowadays is the traffic from the coast that goes through here. So we just arrived at the Brandberg Lodge in Uys. Not at the Brandberg itself, it's in Uys itself. And opening the door of the caravan again, this is what we found. So we'll have to make another plan here. Inside, not too much damage. And we'll see as we go along. We have arrived and driving through Uys. There's absolutely nothing going on in this town. Campsite. I'm just going to check with reception if we can have a look here. But this looks very nice. This is Boma area where we obviously have a huge party. And basically this is what the campsite looks like. We're going to look at one specific campsite now. Nice and open, but every campsite looks like it's very secure and private. Yeah, go, I'm taking video. Alright, this is your private space. Actually you can move a caravan or a camper in here. You've got tables, braai area. And this is the dish cup, the nice shower, and toilet and a wash basin. This is Doorip ISIP campsite, an amazing little place.
Hallo, ons is hier by Cactus Coffee Shop in Abs.
Uys,
Skus. Baie oulike plek met die amazingste vetplante. Boukenvillas wat lyk of hulle mors dood is vol blomme.
so we hope you liked this video. If you did, please press like at the bottom, subscribe, and then we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Die groot rivier se water het deur die dorre land. Dis die son wat sonder oor sy mense en die verbrand. Kalahari duine en die warm sand is die beste plek, dis my hart se land.